and finally Surah Al-Quraish. Surah Al-Quraish is related to Surah Al-Fil, and in the beginning it is reported that both of these surahs were actually together. Surah Al-Fil and Surah Al-Quraish, they were mentioned together without even Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in the middle. But when the final copy of the Quran was combined and compiled, it was agreed by all of the Sahaba that they were actually two different surahs. But the connection between the two surahs is, without a doubt, there is a connection there. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشِ. It refers, the surah, as the surah suggests, it is about the people of Quraysh. Okay, and now what happened in the previous surah, we find that the Quraysh, being the people who were responsible for the Kaaba, they were in charge of the Kaaba, and during their reign, and while they were responsible for the Kaaba, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent this flock of birds and protected the Kaaba. So what happened was, they already had this prestige and honor amongst the people, but now their prestige, it increased, and the rumors and the stories of the birds coming and protecting the Kaaba, they spread far and wide, and now they were more honored, and people basically didn't want to mess with them. They didn't want to give them any trouble. They thought that if we give the Quraysh trouble, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might give us a punishment too. So the connection between the previous surah and this surah is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala basically addresses the Quraysh and tells them that, look, you've been given honor, you've been given prestige, you've been given protection, so who gave you that? Think who gave you that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you that, therefore you should worship Him, and you should only worship Him and nobody else. So this is the summary of this surah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشِ. Because of the recognition of Quraysh. What was the recognition? إِيلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ. Such recognition that they were able to make rihla, make journeys in winter and summer. What did they used to do? In winter time, they used to go south. Where it's warmer, they used to head towards Yemen, and they used to trade over there. And again, the people of Yemen respected them and gave them, perks, and nobody attacked them and so on. And in the summertime, they used to head north, where it's cooler, towards Syria, and they used to trade over there. So because of this recognition, رِحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ, they got this travel in summer and winter, and nobody bothered them, nobody harmed them, and they became richer and richer and richer. And who allowed that for them? Who facilitated that for them? It was, of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah says in the next verse, فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. So they should worship the Lord of this house. They should worship the Lord of this house, the one that protected this house when it was about to be attacked. And because of that attack that took place, the prestige of the people of Quraysh also increased. So فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. They should worship the Lord of this house. الَّذِي أَطْعَمَهُمْ مِنْ جُوعٍ. That Lord who fed them from hunger, meaning He gave them so that they would not be hungry. وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ خَوْفٍ. And gave them aman from any kind of fear and any kind of persecution, gave them peace. Okay, so of course, more than this, there was when Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, he built the Kaaba, he made a dua that, oh Allah, the people that come in this place, give them the thamarat, give them the fruits of the land, give them always, profits, and give them always money. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in response to that, He has always given the people of Mecca and the people who reside there all the different kinds of profits that a person could make, and the prestige and the honor and so on and so forth. This was a result of the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. But in the immediate past, what people had seen with the protection of the Kaaba, which they had seen with their own eyes, and we have read already last week what A'inul Yaqeen means, that people, when they see something with their own eyes, it increases their iman, it increases their faith. So because they had seen this thing happening with their own eyes, they realized that the people of Quraysh, they are something, and therefore they should be respected. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by warning them and telling them that Allah is the one who allowed for that to happen, He facilitated that for you, and He made that happen for you. So instead of worshipping all of these other statues and these idols that you've kept in the Kaaba, why don't you worship the Lord who protected you in the first place and who gave you this honor and prestige in the first place, the Lord of this house, the one who is the one who truly gives you, and He is the one who gives you peace. So worship Him and Him alone. So with this we finish, and inshallah we will continue the rest of the surahs next week. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to understand and practice what has been said and heard.